beautiful. It's just a beautiful, we're back. It's Trump part two. All the worst people in the world are angry. Is Europe going to get on board? Or is Europe going to just like run off into the ocean? There's a reason why Russia invaded Ukraine under Barack Obama. There's a reason why Russia invaded Ukraine under Joe Biden. There's a reason why Russia did not invade Ukraine under Donald Trump. Europe is a bit silly and I don't care what they have to say.
And the unthinkable has happened to you again. Donald Trump, the once unlikely president, has stormed back to power. And this time, it's not just about American politics, it's about a potential seismic shift in global power. With Trump set to take office in January 2025, the stakes couldn't be higher.
I think you'll see major realignment geopolitically, or realignment in a good way. The only questions are, is Europe going to get on board? Or is Europe going to just like run off into the ocean, and then you'll see like strengthening ties between, more US-Asian allies.
Let's start with Ukraine. Trump has been vocal about his disdain for the endless funneling of American billions into Ukraine. This could mean a sudden shift in the West's unified stance against Russia. Imagine the world's most powerful ally to Ukraine suddenly pulling its support. What does this mean for Europe, for NATO, for Zelensky, who may be left fending for himself?
Who's on his watch, and have it connected to him as like Ukraine fell under Donald Trump. He's a winner. So I see him getting pressured, and he's kind of very reasonable. Like he supplied more offensive weapons to Ukraine than Obama did. Like the whole Ukraine scandal was ridiculous. Like there's a reason why Russia didn't invade Ukraine under Donald Trump, because there was actual hard deterrence, which was all removed by the Biden administration, and then they had to scramble to support. So if Ukraine's allowed to fight with two hands instead of one hand behind their back, and able to really put pressure on Russia, you could see a scenario where Russia's being forced to sort of save face.
But that's not all. Over in Asia, China is watching closely. For years, Beijing's been eyeing Taiwan, inching closer to what many fear is an inevitable invasion. But Trump 2.0 could disrupt those plans. Will he now double down? And what does this mean for Taiwan, a democratic outpost in an increasingly authoritarian region?
Here in the world, someone needs to say you're not allowed to just go and invade people. Had Kamala Harris win 2027, 1000% China's invading Taiwan. I think Xi Jinping and the generals are now scratching out 2027. They're now going harder on the 2030 plan, potentially, if there's weak leadership in the White House in 2030. But I think Taiwanese invasion's off the table for 4 years.
Meanwhile, North Korea's Kim Jong-un, well, let's just say Trump is no Kamala Harris. Remember the history. Trump's in-person meetings with Kim were unprecedented and unsettling for Pyongyang. Experts are suggesting that a hardened Trump might even spook the North Korean dictator, pressuring him more than any previous administration dared. So does Kim prepare to cozy up or get ready for a stronger standoff?
Threat is North Korea now, because North Korea is sort of primed for war. Like they kind of have to go to war economically because they've changed their entire society to military production and sent people into Russia. But the guy who survived an assassination attempt and then got up immediately and chanted fight, 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 that guy scares Kim Jong-un a lot more than the cackling diversity Hillary, who can't do an interview.
But amidst this whirlwind, one major question remains. What's in store for India? Trump's return could spell a new chapter in U.S.-India relations. And Trump has been clear about his stance on Beijing. For Prime Minister Modi, this could be a rare opportunity to align with a U.S. president who won't shy away from aggressive action. Yet here's the dilemma. Trump's hard-nosed America First policies could also turn that hand of friendship into a bargaining chip. Will Modi's India stand to benefit, or will New Delhi be forced into tough negotiations?
Be a major player, right? India just wants to be respected as a major player. And you have a decent economy, you have 1.5 billion people, you are a major player. So and this is what Trump is really, really good at. He's very, very good at looking at the world as reality and treating it as it is. And this is kind of what India has been lobbying for decades. India sort of wants world politics to be a meritocracy. That's what led to the Trump-Modi friendship so much, because what are you going to do for me? What do you want? What do I want? I want this, I want this, I want this. It's just honest dealing. And India's an honest dealer.
As Trump prepares to re-enter the global stage, one thing is clear. This isn't just a comeback, it's a potential game changer. The world may need to brace itself for Trump 2.0, and the question now isn't just what will he do, but how will the world react?